Whose perception are you really living? What is a perception? So it simply to me means to be able to identify with something, to understand, to recognize this is what perception is. And a lot of people use this word, and I don't really know if they are really understanding and identifying how this relates to them and how this relates to the world around us and how we interact. So for a long time, for me growing up, I was living in a perception that wasn't even real. It was a duality, a conflict of interest to where I'm looking at the so-called cool kids, or what I perceive to be cool kids, and also fighting like the spiritual warfare of who Anthony really is. And if you don't know me, I'm a kid that loves anime. You can obviously see it on my shirt, through the posters I have on my wall and stuff like that. However, I shunned that part of me off from like 14 to 16 because of the perception that I was living and the influences I was seeing of, okay, this is what you got to do. Cool kids don't watch anime. They don't do none of this stuff. So it's a spiritual warfare going on to where, the inner child in me is saying, hey, you're abandoning me. You're abandoning the stuff you love to try to fit in with this group of people. Why are you doing this? Because at that time I was easily influenced. So my perception was I need to be wearing this pair of shoes. I need to have on these pair of pants, and I need to be talking to this many girls. And then I made it in life. So to all my youngins who are checking this out, I really advise you to understand that the high school experience is one of the biggest illusions that you're gonna go through in life. None of that stuff is real. And nobody's gonna care 3, 4 years from now when you get out of there what you did, who you talked to, or what shoes and clothes you wore. It's one of the biggest illusions in life, and it really messes with a lot of kids' mental health. Understand that live a perception that's authentic to you for what your perspective is and what your ideologies are and what you really stand on. You only need a few good friends, and they're always there. There was a couple friends that I had that I was ignoring at this time in my life that was really gonna keep it real with me, and I just didn't want to hear that. I was too much in ego. I was too much in needing validation through the clothes or through the girl or whatever it was. So that perception can lead you to, it seems like on the outside world, what people are perceiving is, oh, this dude got it together, he moving like this. But on the inside, you feeling broken and you feeling depressed, and you just kind of swinging through life. It's not a cool place to be. And a lot of times those kids who you think are the cool kids are feeling this same type of feeling. I've had conversations, with cats that at that time I was looking at too as, an influence in terms of somebody I was like, man, this is a cool cat. And they were telling me this exact same stuff that I'm talking to you right now. So it's like, wow, you just never know. And it's no different in the type of music you listening to. These artists that you're idolizing could be portraying to you a perception that they not even really living, or they don't even really feel about themselves. That's why you got to stay authentic to you, what you believe in, and who you truly are. You're going to have a few friends that is going to ride with you to the day y'all transition. And you're going to have a lot of people that you think is going to be in the crew forever, and y'all just going to go on different paths for whatever reason. You got to be okay with that. Your perception is always going to be evolving. You're not going to see life the same at 14 as you see it at 20, what some people do. However, I'm praying that for y'all continue to grow and continue to make this world a better place and live your authentic life. So for anybody who's going back to school this week, have an amazing week. Continue to just be you, surround yourself around positive people, and take care of your mental health. I love and appreciate you all. Have an amazing day.